I got a review here for you today, and it is of Eros, and I know this one is, so well known. Everybody knows this. It's been mentioned a lot, but I want to give you a little bit of a different perspective on it, because there are a couple things that people say about it that are true, but I think overemphasized. And I think Eros is actually a great fragrance. And so I want to go through those points. So the things that I hear about Eros the most, right? That it's a clubbing fragrance, one. That it's youthful, and it's super sweet, right? Those three things. And that kind of turned me off from it, actually. And so I held off on buying it for a while. And then I got a smaller sample and surprisingly liked it. Also, before that, I had sprayed it in the store and was not impressed. I was very new to exploring fragrances, and it didn't have a wow factor at the time. But anyway, with the sample, very quickly, with multiple wears, I really loved it. To answer the question of, is this still worth it in 2021, right? Because this is a fairly old fragrance. Actually, I do have to check when the release date was, but you can do that yourself on Fragrantica. It's been out for a while, right? And I'm talking about the original EDT version. So I want to first talk about price, because price is important. You always want to know, watching these videos, that you're getting a good deal, right? And make sure there's no better deal out there. So I got this one. This is the 100 ml, and it's actually a tester bottle, but it has the cap, so it's pretty much the whole thing, the real deal. And I got it for 50 bucks. And you can get, if you get the 50 ml, you can go cheaper. You can get the one with the box, and it's a little bit more, but the best deal I could find was that the full bottle for as a tester, right? So let's start with the first point, right? That this is a clubbing fragrance. Actually, I think because of the sweetness, people say that a lot, but on first spray, that's not necessarily what I thought of. I actually thought, oh wow, this is a really well-blended fragrance. Let me actually, spray one more to get that fresh smell. Yeah. So you get that this one, it's very easy to understand. So you get a blast of mint, apple, and tonka bean, and vanilla, right? So you get all of that in the opening, and that combination, after I smelled a lot of fragrances, of course I haven't smelled as many of you, but I think it's relatively unique. In terms of how it's used here and how that's balanced, the apple, vanilla, plus mint, right? So you have like Chanel Alirum Sporto Extreme with the mint and tonka bean with orange, right? You've got Parfum de Marly Layton, which has that apple vanilla, but it's a totally different direction. I think that one, hard to describe, but it's more woody, it's different. Now this one, it has the mint plus apple, right? That combination with vanilla for the sweetness. It's a really likable opening, and it's actually, the EDT version at least is quite fresh. And I could see myself wearing this like even in the spring. Actually, this might work all season, just because the sweetness and the tonka bean base, definitely would work for the colder months. But it has this sort of aromatic fougere quality as well, that makes this work, I think, in the spring and even in the warmer months. Like if you're going out, like summer nights, I think this would work pretty well. This is one where, yes, it is quite sweet. That goes to, we're getting to the next point. It is quite sweet, but the sweetness is actually balanced pretty well by the other parts of this fragrance. The mint in particular, I think, is great for toning down that sweetness, making it fresher. And overall, yeah, it's not too sweet to my nose. And I'm not a huge fan of sweet scents. I like sweetness, and I like a little power in the fragrance, but I don't seek out super sweet fragrances. And to me, it actually works. It's not too sweet. Now, when it dries down, it's a little bit different. It's more simple, but you do get just a nice smooth vanilla on the dry down. That's hard to dislike. It's just not impressive, but it dries down, and the fragrance as a whole lasts for a long time. So it will go a full day easily 8 hours or more, for me at least. I think this is one that's going to project pretty well with that combination of notes. The last point, that this is a youthful fragrance. Well, that might be the case actually. It's definitely it's a sweet fragrance, so it's playful, right? So anytime you think playful, of course it's for a younger age group. It's not like your vetivers, your ouds. It doesn't have that old man vibe, right? This is a totally modern, fresh and sweet fragrance. So you might say it is better for younger people, but that just depends on your style. I mean, to compare it to Jean-Paul Gaultier's Le Male, right? When I first was getting into fragrances, some people were saying that Le Male is for is youthful as well. It's playful and it's really for younger people. But then others were saying that, oh, has that barbershop feel, so it's gonna work well for people 30 plus, right? So you see, people have different opinions about age group, and it depends on what you like and the style you give off, right? And what you want to, the impression you want to give, right? So if you want to kind of be more energetic, youthful, this might be a good one for you, right? But if you want to kind of have a more mellow scent, you can go to other scents, right? But just knowing that this is a sweeter fragrance. So I don't think that calling this youthful is actually fair to this fragrance. All men can wear this, definitely. And you can use it for different occasions. Some people might use it as a day scent. Some people might use it as a going out or clubbing scent, right? So basically, what I'm trying to say about this is that it's actually quite impressive, fragrance, despite it being so common, right? I never want to have fragrances that are way too common or smell too generic, just be like everyone else. But this one, I don't know how many people are wearing it these days, right? But I think it's in the designer realm, this is really good. It's just a well-blended designer fragrance that's unique. It has character. It has a good mix of, freshness, sweetness, aromatic quality, and it surprisingly works in different seasons. So I would actually, I would always want a bottle of Versace Eros. So let me know, what you think of Eros these days. Did you guys kind of wear too much and get sick of it? I find myself not getting sick of it, just based on its scent profile. But let me know, and I'll see you guys next time.